Association 3 months ago. My name is Daniel, and I've lived in Oakwood Estates for 8 years without incident. My house isn't the fanciest, but it's well maintained, my dues are always paid on time, and I mind my own business. That was until Karen decided my yard was her personal crusade. It all started with a letter in my mailbox, notice of violation, unapproved landscaping modification. Puzzled, I looked at it. The only recent change to my yard was a small garden bed along my front walkway filled with native wildflowers to attract pollinators. According to the notice, I'd failed to submit proper documentation before altering my lawn, a direct violation of Covenant Section 7.3, paragraph 12. The letter demanded I remove the garden immediately or face daily fines. I decided to handle this reasonably. The next day, I gathered my landscaping plans and photos, then walked to the community center where Karen held office hours. I knocked. She glanced up from her laptop, her reading glasses perched on her nose. "Daniel Mercer, right? From Cedar Lane?" she asked with a thin, fake smile. "That's me," I replied, sliding the notice across her desk. I checked the bylaws before installing the garden. Native plants under 20 square feet don't require prior approval. Karen's smile vanished. "I've reviewed all community guidelines since taking office," she said, "and we're enforcing them now. Your garden is an eyesore that lowers property values." I kept calm. It's well within size limits, uses approved native plants, and is neatly bordered. I have documentation to prove it. Karen returned the notice. "The board's decision is final, Mr. Mercer. Remove it by Friday or the fines begin, $50 per day." I emailed the entire HOA board that evening, providing the required documentation and citing the bylaws exemption. 2 board members responded positively, agreeing my garden met the guidelines. I thought that would be the end of it. I was wrong. The next Monday, I returned home to find a landscaping crew in my yard. They had already torn up half my garden, flowers scattered across the lawn. At the edge of my property stood Karen, arms crossed, watching with satisfaction. "What's going on here?" I asked, trying to keep my anger in check. "Enforcing compliance," Karen replied smugly. "You were given time to fix the violation. Since you refused, the HOA has the right to fix it for you, and bill you for services rendered. Section 12.4 of the Covenant. You can't do this." 2 board members confirmed my compliance, I said, showing her the emails. "As president, I have emergency authority when violations impact community standards." "Your garden is hurting curb appeal," she said dismissively, stepping between us and instructing the workers to continue. I noticed they weren't just removing the garden. They were digging up my entire lawn. "We're installing proper landscaping," Karen said sweetly. "Uniform St. Augustine sod, as required by community standards. Your irrigation will need adjustments, all billable to you." Alarmed, I protested. "No one approved this. You can't redesign my yard without permission." "Actually, I can," Karen snapped. "The board granted me discretionary authority for beautification projects. This qualifies." I stepped back and called Margaret, the HOA treasurer. She was shocked by what was happening and promised to come over. Meanwhile, the workers stopped digging at one spot, looking confused. The supervisor approached Karen, saying, "Ma'am, we've hit something underground. Looks like a utility line." Karen waved it off. "Work around it. We're on a schedule." The worker hesitated. "We really should check what it is before continuing. Could be gas." "That's not gas," I said, stepping forward cautiously. "That's the main water line to my house. You've just caused a major breach." Within moments, water began spurting from the ground, quickly forming a pond across my yard. The pressure shot muddy water several feet into the air. Karen stood frozen, her shoes soaked. "This is exactly why we don't dig without proper utility marking," I said, pulling out my phone to call 911. Karen quickly snapped, "Don't you dare. This is an HOA matter, and we'll handle it internally." "This is a public utility emergency," I replied, already dialing the number. By the time emergency services and the water company arrived, my front yard was a muddy mess. Neighbors gathered, many filming the spectacle. Karen tried to control the narrative, whispering to neighbors, but they were more interested in the unfolding disaster than her explanations. The utility workers quickly shut off water to my section of the street and assessed the damage. The lead technician, Rita, pulled me aside. "This is a serious breach. No one called for utility location services before digging. It's illegal." I nodded. "The HOA president ordered this without my consent or proper approval." Rita raised an eyebrow. "Someone's getting a hefty fine for this." The police arrived shortly after, and I calmly explained the situation. The work crew confirmed they were hired by Karen and instructed to proceed, despite hitting the unknown line. You have grounds for a complaint, the officer said. Unauthorized excavation, property damage, utility tampering. These are serious matters. Karen stormed over, her face flushed with anger. This is ridiculous. I was acting in my capacity as HOA president to maintain community standards. If anyone should be filing complaints, it's me, against him for that hideous garden. The officer remained firm. HOA authority doesn't supersede city ordinances or utility regulations. You ordered excavation without proper permits, which resulted in significant damage. As the situation escalated, more neighbors arrived, including several board members who were visibly shocked by the mess. Margaret, the treasurer, came to me in disbelief. Daniel, I had no idea she was planning anything like this. The board never approved excavation work. That evening, my water was restored, but my yard remained a disaster. The water company estimated the emergency repair cost at $1,700, not including the restoration of my yard. They also issued a violation against the HOA for the unauthorized excavation, with a fine of at least $10,000. 3 days later, at the emergency HOA meeting, Karen tried to spin the situation as a mishap. When my turn came, I simply laid out the facts. My garden had been compliant with the bylaws. Karen had authorized expensive excavation work without board approval,